Hello. Yes, I am from Sydney. How do we feel about people from Sydney down here? I'm just going to suss out the room before we get... It's like, I was chatting to some guys at the bar, like, what do people from Tasmania think about people from Sydney? They're like, yeah, wankers. I'm like, yeah, probably right. But look, I'm down here. My daughter actually lives down here. Shannon, give us a wave. So, I have family here. And I'm led to believe you're kind of like to keep it in the family. So, so I hope that kind of makes me feel like, I'm part of you all. So I recently had a birthday. I just turned 54. 54. Thank you. I have to say, though, that usually the cheer is a little bit more enthusiastic than that. So I'm going to ask you to do that again. I just turned 54. Yeah. Thank you. My self-esteem really needed that today. I've got to say, even though I am 54, I don't feel a day over 46. I'm kind of like the bomb weather app. If it was somewhere in the middle of the Simpson Desert where it says the temperature is 54, but it feels like 46. Either way you look at it, it's hot. Yeah, but sadly, it's also pretty dry. And kind of dusty. And no one ever wants to go there, which is my way of telling you that I'm single. I'm single, yeah. And when I was younger, I used to date older men, but I just can't do that anymore. Like, who's your grandpa? It's not hot. It's not hot. And if I do date somebody who's older than me, like, I genuinely worry that I'll break his heart. And I'm not talking metaphorically. I mean actually break his heart or his hips or his lower back. And if I don't hear back from him, I'm like, are you ghosting me? Or did you die? It's surprisingly reassuring though, right? Like, it's not rejection if he's dead. My self-esteem survives, even if he didn't. But look, I've got to say, so like being single, it is pretty tough. Do we have any other singles in the room? Yeah. Are you on the apps? Anyone on the apps? No. Look, wise, very wise. I've been trying the apps. I've pretty much tried all the apps. Recently, I've been on Hinge. I've been on Bumble. I've been on LinkedIn. The only one I haven't tried is the one most popular here in Tasmania, Ancestry.com. Edgy humour from the Sydney sider, edgy humour. My mum, she's really sweet. She's 80, and she loves to check in with me on like how my dating life is going. And she's like, Mandy, how's it going on eBay? How's it going on eBay? And look, she's not wrong comparing dating apps to online second-hand shopping, right? Because, let's face it, most of us on the apps are pretty used. We're pretty used. And, like one woman's trash, got that line wrong. One woman's trash is another woman's trauma. It would have been funnier if I hadn't screwed that one up. I think. Anyway, so like I don't think she's wrong in referring to dating apps as like eBay, but I think Gumtree would be a more appropriate kind of terminology because single middle-aged men remind me of koalas. They do. Not because they're cute and cuddly, no, no, but because a single and actually fuckable middle-aged man is a little bit like koalas because they're very hard to find. Very hard to find. If you do find one, there's a pretty good chance he'll have chlamydia. And certainly on the east coast of Australia, like koalas, single middle-aged men have been very badly burned. Oh, I know. Like I know that's grim. But fuck, have you seen the dating pool? Like seriously, Kim. But you know, like I've been trying dating, and I had a date recently, here in Tasmania. Yeah, it was great. I know. Like tried my luck, weren't related, fantastic. And we went to Mona, which I have to say is one of my most favourite places in Hobart. I absolutely love Mona. And the date was going really, really, really well until we got to the Wall of Vulvas. Now, I'm sure you've all seen the exhibition, yeah? It is an exhibition. You know, like I haven't actually shared this with an audience before, but the first time I went there, I was with a podiatrist who is my ex-podiatrist partner. His name is Simon, with an unusual spelling. He spells it C-U-N-T. And that's a whole other story. But anyway, we're at the Wall of Vulvas, and he stands in front of one for quite some time, and he's like, "Look, honey, it's you." And it's like, what do you do with that? I'm like, it looks a little bit like a smashed taco. Like, seriously. Anyway, that's a whole other story. But so there I am. We're in the Wall of Vulvas. It's like vulva. And my date started getting really, really uncomfortable. Like sweating, getting really nervous. It was so bad that in the end we had to leave. And I was really surprised. He's a real estate agent. He hangs out with property developers, other real estate agent, landlords. You think he'd be used to being in a room full of cunts. Any real estate agents in the room? Look, another date I had recently, this is back in Sydney, and, you know, wanker. This guy came to the date with pre-prepared questions. Yeah, seriously, that'll teach me for using LinkedIn as a dating app. Anyway, he says to me, you know, like, pre-prepared question, would you rather go forward or back in time? Now, at my age... it's a tricky question, right? Because, like, I have not got the energy to do that all again. Like, there's no way I want to go back. Like, nah, I'm not going there again. But then also going forward in time, like, it's all downhill and not in a good way, right? Like, my jowls are going down, my nipples are going down. Dates like that, my will to live is going down. Like, the only thing that's not going down is anyone on me. I know. But look, despite the challenges of being single and dating in middle age, I genuinely love being in my 50s. I do. Like, thank you. Ah, you're so kind. But, like, you know, like, I'm an elder now. I get respect. People don't call me miss anymore. They call me madam. I know, madam. It's kind of hot, right? And like, it's a secret, kind of sexy, because you're calling me madam as a sign of respect, but meanwhile, I'm having this little fantasy about being, I don't know, like a dominatrix or a high-class hooker. Yeah. Now, I got to say, I think that being a high-class hooker would be a superior career choice to stand-up comedy. Because for one, the pay would definitely be better, no doubt about that. Secondly, instead of standing up right now, well, I could be lying down. And thirdly, you'd never have to remember any of the jokes. Unless they started to see you regularly. Now, look, there are similarities. between stand-up and prostitution, because like they're both full of men trying to last 5 minutes. The comedians in the room will understand that. And then telling you they gave a great performance. But look, stand-up is actually harder because you have to please people after they come. And look, you know, a final thing about sort of being middle-aged is it's absolutely true that you really do give less fucks. You definitely give less fucks as you get older. On the other hand, you also get less fucks. But then at least you have a hand. And if the Parkinson's kicks in, well, you can throw the vibrator away as well. Cost of living, no problem. Imagine how much I'm going to save on batteries. So because I give less fucks, this year I've been trying all these things I've never done before. Like stand-up comedy is actually pretty new for me. And I also went and I decided, you know what, I want to do some acting, not like serious, not Shakespeare, just like ads and shit like that, right? So I got signed up by an agent, yay. And so far I've had 3 audition opportunities. Yeah, I know, so exciting. Yeah, absolutely, so exciting. The first one, pain relief. The second, a natural menopause treatment. And the third, incontinence underwear. I know. Look, now the first two I totally get, like pain relief, natural menopause treatment, age appropriate. But incontinence underwear, surely they're taking the piss. Thank you very much. I'm Mandy. I'll see you soon.